Previously on Trails in the Sky. This fog appeared suddenly today around dawn. It's definitely covering all the city, but we're not sure of its full extent or source yet. Just a few moments ago, Lita collapsed in my home. Several other citizens have fainted in the same way. People asleep as if they were on death's door, a shepherd unable to rouse his flock no matter his efforts or prayers. It certainly strikes me as the sort of terror which seems to be Ouroboros' stock in trade. We can begin by asking the family, friends, and associates of those four about anything suspicious. We can return to the guild house once we've done so. Estelle, Scheherazade, welcome. Hi, ma'am. Didn't Mayor Klaus tell you about us? Yes, you're investigating the fainting cases. If there is anything I can do to help, please feel free to ask. Thank you. Firstly, how is Lita? She hasn't woken, no matter what we do. I pray she'll wake normally come the sunrise, whatever that's worth in this fog. But for now, all I can do is keep an eye on her. That's awful. Where exactly did Lita collapse, and do you remember when? Let's see, it would have been just before 5 o'clock. I stepped out of the kitchen and found her collapsed in the entryway. I panicked a little, needless to say, and called for Klaus, who was able to carry her to bed. But to think there are others afflicted the same way. She collapsed in the entryway? Hang on, was the door locked at the time? I don't believe it would have been. After all, people have been visiting all day to speak to my husband about how to deal with this fog. Well, that's a list of suspects a salvage long then. How long were you in the kitchen, by the way? About 30 minutes, I suppose. All right. I think we have a good picture of what happened. One last thing, if I may. Was there anything strange before or after Lita collapsed? Strange? What do you mean? Did the house have any unfamiliar visitors, or were there any odd sounds? Anything you can think of, ma'am. Let me think. I'm not sure I'd call it strange, but it was memorable. While I was in the kitchen, I heard the faint sound of a bell. The sound of a bell? Hold on a sec, didn't we hear one too? It was such a lovely sound. I thought Lita rang it, perhaps. But that reminds me, I haven't been able to find that bell. I wonder where she put it. You've given us a lot to think about, ma'am. If anything else happens, please contact us at the guild at once. Yes, of course. And everyone, do be careful, won't you? Yeah, we will. Thanks for your help. Oh, Estelle and Scheherazade? Hi, Alessa. How's your mother? It seems like she's sleeping okay. But I'm so worried she won't, wake up or do anything, even if you shake her. Father Divine said there's nothing to worry about, but... I see. We're investigating this at the request of the mayor. Could we ask you a few questions? Sure. Ask me anything you want. Okay then. First, where'd your mother fall asleep and when? It's about 5 o'clock, I think. Mom and I went to clean the chairs and stuff out the terrace. The chairs? Yeah, we figured they might get damaged from all the humidity in the air due to this creepy fog, you know? We finished weatherproofing the ground floor, you see, so we figured we'd totally store the chairs too. I see. All right, and then? While we were cleaning up, Dad called me. When I got back, Mom was all zonked out in one of the chairs. So you didn't see her fall asleep then? Sorry. I tried talking to her, shaking her, but she wouldn't wake up. I totally freaked out and called Dad, and he carried her up to her bed. And then she wouldn't... Alessa... I'm sort of losing it because you're home too, Estelle. Yeah, I know. It's okay, you don't need to worry. I'm okay now, thanks. Did you want to ask anything else? 1 second. Shara, you got anything? Possibly. Elissa, did anything strange happen before or after your mother went to sleep? Did you see anyone you didn't recognize or hear anything strange? People I didn't recognize? Actually, yeah, just as I was heading inside. I saw this lady come out of the clock tower. A woman? Was it someone from Roland, you think? I couldn't see her face. The fog made it kind of hard to see details. But her clothes were really weird. I figured she had to be a traveler of some sort, you know? Really weird? What was weird about them? She was wearing this sort of black dress robe thing. I can't lie, it was kind of hot. It was a bit hard to see details through the fog though, like I said. I see. Still, this is really valuable. We need to go tell Ina this. Absolutely. Thank you, Elisa. You've helped us tremendously. No, it's okay. Good luck with your investigating stuff. And don't worry, okay? You can count on us to save your mom. We'll figure this out and wake her up. I know. Thanks, Estelle. Dearie me. Estelle Bratt, look at you. I've seen your bracer and everything. Miss Maggie? Pat? Sorry I didn't say hi earlier, Pat. We, heard about Luke. Estelle? Hey, Pat, is it that bad? Well, you see, our little Pat is the one who found Luke after he collapsed. Oh no. Pat, don't worry. It'll be okay. Maggie, how is your grandson? Is he hurt? Oh, no, not at all. He's just sound asleep. Really, I think this is all a bit of a fuss. He'll be right as rain tomorrow, I'm sure. The little rascal just wore himself out like boys do, you know? Really, him not waking up? Foolish. Maggie. Hey, Pat. Can you tell us what happened when Luke fell asleep? We're investigating what happened on behalf of the mayor, on behalf of the town. Pat, if there's anything you can tell us, it might help us solve this and wake Luke up. Please, Pat. Okay, I'll tell you. Thanks. So, when and where did Luke go to sleep? I wasn't there when he fell asleep, but I found him on top of the clock tower. I think it was just past 5 o'clock. We were playing hide and seek in the fog. That was it, and I was looking for Luke. And when I found him, he was asleep. I thought he was just being a jerk and tried to wake him up, but he wouldn't. I see. Wait, one thing I don't see. Who the heck carried Luke down from the clock tower? That was Mr. Paddington. He came up and found us just when I was trying to figure out what to do. He said he came up to make sure the clock was working and the fog wasn't causing any problems. That's just like Mr. Paddington. Okay, think I got the gist of it. Pat, I was wondering, when you were playing, did anything strange happen? Strange? Did you see anyone you didn't recognize, hear any strange sounds? I don't remember much except all the white of the fog. I do remember thinking it was really creepy not seeing anyone at the landing port. I see. So creepy fog aside, nothing really suspicious happened? Nuts. Seems that way. Thank you, both of you. You've given us some food for thought. I'm glad we could be of help, dearie. Is Luke gonna be okay? Yeah, you bet he will. Pat, don't cry anymore, okay? Luke will tease you if he finds out when he wakes up, you know. Okay. Yeah, I won't cry anymore. Oh, hello. You're Estelle and Scheherazade, right? Yes, good evening. We're here to investigate by order of the mayor, but, is Mr. Radford okay? Yes, but there's been no change, I'm afraid. He's sound asleep and seems comfortable, but we cannot wake him no matter what we do. Is our only option to wait and watch over him until morning? I'm afraid so. That's all you can do for now, at least. I know this is a bad time, but could we ask a few questions? Of course. I don't know if we can answer everything, but I'll be happy to help in any way I can. Thank you. Firstly, when and where did Radford fall asleep? Around 5:30, I guess. The place? Well, just outside that door, essentially.
Outside the door? So what, in the hallway?
Yeah, I heard a knock and a voice say, "I'm home." I unlocked the door to greet him, but when I did, I found my father-in-law on the ground unconscious. To be honest, I thought Father had simply gotten drunk, again. But I couldn't smell any alcohol on his breath. I thought it was strange, and then we couldn't wake him, no matter what we did. So we went to go see Father Divine.
I see. I think I understand the situation. One last question, if I may. Was there anything odd about the situation before Radford fell asleep?
Anything odd? What, you mean like this blasted fog?
Aside from that. For example, did you see anyone odd? Hear any strange noises?
Come to think of it, when we were dragging Radford in. You noticed it too? In all this fuss, I thought I'd just imagined it.
What is it?
It was when we were putting Radford to bed. We both heard, it seems, the sound of a bell.
The sound of a bell here too. It was surprisingly lovely, really. I simply thought someone outside rang one. Thank you. You've given us a lot of information. If you remember anything else, please contact the guild straight away, alright?
Yes, of course.
Well, excuse us then. We'll be back to check up tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Estelle.
I see. It sounds like your investigation went well. The testimonies of those close to the affected is particularly interesting. There seems to be at least one common thread among all of them. Yeah, that's...
Exactly. The one commonality between all 4 testimonies is that there were no witnesses to anyone collapsing at all.
I get it. They were put to sleep when they were alone, is what you're saying. In that sense, the fog begins to make sense. It's hard to see anything when vision is this poor. A demon that devours the souls of its victims, unseen by others, shrouded in fog. A horrific image, to be sure, but one which fits our antagonists perfectly.
Whoa, that's scary.
Thanks for the nightmare fuel, Olivier. In that case, we do have some useful testimony on the identity of our demon. Yes, the sound of a bell and a woman robed in black. I'd say it's safe to say both of them are related to our slumbering citizens. The problem is, though, Elisa is the only one who saw a woman in black. Maybe it's just a coincidence? I very much doubt that.
You have to remember what happened at the place the woman was seen.
Exactly. The black-robed woman was leaving the clock tower. And that would be where Pat found Luke. There's no way that's a coincidence. So that woman in black is...
There's no question now. There's an enforcer skulking about in the mist here in Roland.
Son of a... Fog from an unknown source and people collapsing into comas would be our phenomena then. And the sound of the bell is the message. At least we know the nature of our foe now. I'm going to contact other guild branches, especially Elnon, and let them know our situation. What do you plan to do? It's almost certain that there will be more attacks on the citizenry. We need to spend the night patrolling. I'm up for that. If we do it in shifts, we'll be able to rest a little too.
You shouldn't worry about that.
Leave the night patrol to us guys. You all go home and get some rest. But wait! It's a good idea, Estelle. You looked dead on your feet, and I know this has been draining for you. Take Chloe and Tita home with you, and you 3 get some rest. But... Okay, I will. Sherazard, why are you acting like we're talking about someone else? Like I said, leave the patrol to us guys. What?
It's not really about gender, mind. You've been working yourself as raw as Estelle in this case all day. Let us handle things for tonight. You go rest.
Now, just a minute. I'm a B rank bracer. I don't need my hand held like some... Sheriff, Do not look a gift horse in the mouth, Your words protest your lack of weariness, but your body language states otherwise. Is it not also the responsibility of a bracer to stay rested and ready to act? Very well.
Shara.
Agate, Zin, be careful out there, alright?
Leave it to us.
Well, remember, you guys better be ready for action tomorrow morning. Ah, the high moon weaves gossamer threads through the mist. We should rest soon. Well then, Estelle, lead on to your home.
Why exactly are you coming with us, Olivier?
Fear not, my sweet. Olivier Lenheim is a perfect gentleman who would never overstep his bounds, especially in a gathering of lovely ladies such as this. Nay, my purpose is merely to protect you.
Olivier, I think we'll be alright, really. Oh, we'll be protected alright, once I tie you to a mattress and throw you in the river, that is.
Hey, idiot. What the hell are you doing out here? We need to figure out who will be on patrol and when. What? Oh, Agate, the muse of comedy touches you. Did you not say that you and Zin would handle the patrol? No, I said leave it to us guys, lest I check. That includes you. But I could be wrong. Come on, get inside. Agate, wait a moment. Do you not realize that a gathering such as this is no common occurrence? I'll enjoy it enough for the both of us. Just let me go. Yeah, you get inside. Come on.
Well, that's probably the best way to domesticate Olivier, on the whole. How the heck can he not show any, tension or anything in our predicament, though? It's hard to tell sometimes whether he's joking or really serious. I'm pretty sure he's 100% serious. One way or another, though, he's a bad influence on Tita, yeah.
Well, I kind of feel sorry for Olivier, though.
Shara? It's nothing. As much as I despair to borrow his words, he did have a point. We should call it a night soon. Yeah, that's true. Okay, Tita, Chloe, follow me. I'll show you guys the way.